Hey guys, so finally I made it to Kenya and I totally forgot to share with you guys. Like, can you imagine? And I've been getting like lots of comments to share my relocation process. So, in today's video, let's look at my whole relocation process from visa to documentation to ticketing and everything. Let's go. So this is me visiting the Karara forest a few days after I arrived in Nairobi. But let's rewind so I can tell you all about my documentation process, visa ticketing, and the entire relocation process, and how much it costs to help you with your visitation or relocation process to Kenya from West Africa. And lest I forget, on a budget, yes. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and do not forget to subscribe for more awesome content. And if you're a regular here, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming with me on my journey to exploring the world. So before I go on, my name is Missy. You can call me the Black Coffee without cream or sugar. And I am a travel, fashion, and lifestyle content creator. So today, let's talk about everything about my relocation process from Ghana to Kenya as a Nigerian on a budget. Yes, we're talking on a budget because we have to save money. So let's go. So let's start with the visa application process. I did my visa application process in September and it cost me $270. And for my ticket, I decided to go with Ethiopian Airlines as they were the most affordable option. So I visited their ticketing office in Accra to buy my ticket in person because, I just wanted to. The attendant was nice enough to book me a window seat and also get me a direct flight because the previous flights I had seen online had like 7 hours or more layover period. So I was really happy when he booked me like a direct flight instead. So yeah, since it's a connecting flight, I was given 2 tickets. One is from Accra to Addis in Ethiopia and the other from Ethiopia to Nairobi. So after buying my ticket, I went home because I still had like so much to do. And I had just a few hours. So on getting home, I started packing my clothes in a big bag that, I bought on my way back because I can't travel with all of my things. So I decided to give out my clothes, shoes, bags, and the rest of my things to the orphanage. Yeah. So I packed all of them and got them ready to donate to the orphanage. But I needed to still get like a lot of things done before, the mall or the clinic will close. So I headed out again to the clinic to get my PCR test done. This PCR test has to be done in 48 to 72 hours for it to be valid. So you cannot do it 5 days or a week to your travel date, else it won't be valid anymore. So on getting to the clinic, the attendant said she liked my bag and if I can, I should let her have it before I travel. So I told her okay. And I left after my test was done. I went to the mall because I needed to get like a comfortable outfit for my trip. Although I wanted a tracksuit, I didn't get that, but I got something else. Because all of the tracksuit I was seeing at the mall, they were of low quality, so I decided to go with something else that is comfortable and pairs well with my sneakers. And yeah, I'm good to go. I also made a stop at Banana to get some accessories for myself and a gift for my baby. So by the time I got home in the evening, the PCR test result was sent to me as a text message and via email. So you will get your result in 6 hours. You'll be sent a personal PIN to access the test result. That's how it works. So let's talk about documentation that you will need to travel and the cost. First of all, you will need your valid international passport. You will need your yellow fever card. You will need your COVID vaccination certificate or card. Then you would have to do a PCR swab test. So you'd also need your valid visa, which costs about $270 in September of 2022. The visa expires after 3 months, so make sure to travel within those 3 months. I got my visa in September and I traveled in November, which is still okay. So round trip tickets cost about $900 as at November. Whether you're visiting or you're relocating to Kenya, you cannot buy a one-way ticket. You would need a round trip ticket. As long as you're not a Kenyan citizen, you would need a round trip ticket. And lastly, hotel or accommodation details. So since I'll be out of Ghana for a long time, I decided to eat my favorite Ghanaian dish, fufu and light soup with goat meat at the restaurant. I'm going to so miss this, like I'm missing it already. So I bought some takeout before heading back to the clinic to give the attendant the bag she asked for. She was so surprised. She didn't think I will, but I did. I mean, like, you know. And I headed home to weigh my luggage. Weighing your luggage is something to take very seriously because you don't want to exceed the maximum luggage limit and end up paying a huge sum of money at the airport for your extra luggage. So you can either pay for your extra luggage when booking or avoid this completely if you can. That was what I did. So the maximum luggage you're allowed to have on an economy flight is 2 bags weighing 32 kg for 2 pieces and 7 kg hand luggage. If you exceed this, it's your money that you pay. So if you're okay with that, no problem. So I'm on my way to the orphanage to drop off my things. I donated to the orphanage at my church, and this next step is very important because I have started seeing people make this mistake already. Make sure to visit a bureau agent in your location to change your money to dollars before traveling. It will be easier for you and you'll get your dollars at a good rate. Rather than trying to change cedis or naira to shillings when you get to Kenya, do not do that. Change your money before coming. So I changed my money to dollars and then I went to a business center close by to print out my PCR test result. You can also print out your visa, but I didn't print out my visa because I don't know, I just didn't. The attendants at the airport checked my visa on my phone because I traveled from a better country. Yes, if you try this in Nigeria, they can tell you to go back and look for an internet cafe to print out your visa before you board. So print it out to be on the safe side. Yes, it's time to go. Woo! Okay, so I'm in the car and I'm waiting for my friends to come and drive me to the airport. Shout out to Jude and Aaron. I love you guys. So I got in and the journey began. The first thing I did was to go get my bags wrapped, and I was charged 40 Ghana cedis, which is $4 for my small bag, and 60 cedis, which is $6 for the big bag. Although I paid 40 Ghana cedis for both because I didn't have cedis on me and they already wrapped it anyway. So I went on to check in. Once again, you might not be able to get away with this in Nigeria, so hold small naira for these things. Yeah. I showed the attendants my ticket and my visa on my phone. So I would share one tip with you. It's important to have all your documents in an envelope. That's what I did on this trip, and it made things very easy for me. The attendants, the ladies complimented my hair and my skin, and I was on my way to go sign my luggage for checks and weighing. The attendant, the guy, was also making a joke. We laughed a bit, and I was on my way again. I must say that everyone that attended to me on this trip, they were so pleasant. They were part of the reason I had an amazing time on this journey. Shout out to all of you guys. And okay, so let's go to the waiting area. At the waiting area, I waited for about 3 hours. It was a long wait, but when you're on this kind of trip, just sit your ass down and don't get into any trouble. Like, a guy walked up to me on my way back from the restroom, and I remember him saying he was hoping I could keep him company since his flight was in about 6 hours. I respectfully declined. See, on this kind of trip, shine your eyes and don't let anybody put what is not yours in your luggage. Just sit quietly. I sat quietly. I was playing with my phone till it was time to board. So I got on board, recorded my videos, and I slept. Oh, I had a good sleep. I slept till it was time to have breakfast. Yes. In about 6 hours, we arrived in Addis Ababa. And everyone was in a hurry to go check in for the next flight because it was 2 hours, so the airport was very crowded. After a few hours on the queue, I did my check-in and was directed to the next gate where I would board from Addis Ababa to Nairobi. So here there was no seat. It was just, the all standing, everybody hanging around. But finally, we got in. There was a long BRT bus to convey passengers to where we would board the next plane since it was quite a distance. We got there and we boarded. The flight from Addis to Nairobi was about 2 hours, which made it a total of 10 hours flight. Yay! My flight landed in Nairobi a few minutes past midnight. It took another hour to be done with check-ins and retrieving my bag. After retrieving my bag, here we are. I'm home. Finally, I'm home in Kenya. If you're traveling to Kenya or you're visiting or relocating from West Africa and you need help with your relocation, your ticketing, and every other thing, send me a DM on Instagram for inquiries so that I can help you with that. And also, if you're traveling to Kenya and would need a tour guide or a tour plan, send me a DM on Instagram. Let's make your relocation or your visitation to Kenya a memorable one. Okay, guys, this is where I close the curtain for this episode. I really do appreciate you for always watching. Do not forget to share this today's video with somebody that really needs all of this information that I've provided in this video. And do not forget to subscribe for more content. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Bye.